my senior moment is from one of the last nights of Addams Family. I ran sound for Addams and I had just finished checking everyone's mics, so I was back in the house and my dad came running by and he was like, Annie, one of the mics is off, you need to go check it and fix it. So right before the show, I ran back to the choir room to check everyone's mic, and before I was gonna leave, Mr. Huber stopped me and he was like, did your dad send you? And I was like, yeah. And he was like, ha, that was a ploy to get you back here. And he had me start magic. So he tricked me to get me back there. And it was really special because I had never started magic before. It was my one and only time. And that show was I was so close with everyone in the cast, and it was just an amazing experience.
I would have to say that my favorite senior moment was when during the Miracle Worker, Diva was trying to fit me for a dress and we couldn't find one that fit me right. So we finally found one that fit my waist, but it was a little tight on my chest. And I tried it on and it was fine for a minute, and then the middle button projectile flew across the room like it was a cartoon, and I was like, oh, this is fine, I have like an apron, like it's fine. And then we went out for costume parade and Mr. Huber was like, Annie, take off your smock, you look a little young. And then I was like, oh no, and he said, Megan, take off your smock, you look a little young. And I just had this busted button.
Good evening. So I think my senior moment, I don't even know. I started theater in my sophomore year of high school, and ever since then it's just been an amazing thing I've got to be a part of. If I had to pick like a specific moment, I can't even think of one. Like, it's literally, been something that's happened every year that's been amazing, where like sophomore year we did this game where if we were able to keep this ball up in the air for a certain amount of time, Huber bought the whole cast pizza. I remember junior year, like the first time we were able to flip David in Greece. That was amazing. That was so cool. And I think this year, just watching everything come together, because there was a lot of new kids this year, and it was a much smaller cast, so I feel like this year, because it was a smaller cast, just growing super close with everybody, there were no cliques or anything. That was such a great part of it, and I'm glad that I was able to be a part of it and just watch everyone grow. Yeah.
My senior moment comes from the 2019 Thespian Festival. I had written a play for it and submitted it for judging, which was the first time I had ever done anything like that, so I was super nervous. I had to get a group from our troupe together to perform it, and they were just so supportive and excited and willing to do literally anything I asked them to do. And we were all sitting there in the hallway waiting to go in, and they were asking me these questions about my show so they could get the characters right and say things the way that I had written them to be said, and it just made me realize that they wanted me to do just as well, just as much as I wanted myself to do well. And with big thanks to them, I got a perfect score. And that was my senior moment.
Hey, my name's Allison Teeve, and I was inducted to the International Thespian Society last year. And my favorite theater memory from these past 4 years has got to be coming in during winter break to help with prop making and set painting. For Clue, one of the props that I had to make actually was like cut into a book for hiding one of the tools that we had in the play, and then the book happened to be a hymn book, so basically like cutting up the Bible. And that probably makes me seem like such a bad person, but I swear I'm not. But yeah, that was one of my biggest memories of this. It was such a fun time to spend with other theater people and getting to see the final product.
So for my senior moment, I have to address all the wardrobe malfunctions I've had throughout the years. Peter Pan, there was a night where Jackson and I both completely tore our pants, like ripped them down the middle on the same number, so that was really funny. Thank you, Mrs. Frauenheim. And also the other one was this year when the wig almost flew off my head and took my hair with it. It was really fun. And it's just, it's interesting to see, you know, what you do in those moments and how you just, you know, make do, and that's showbiz, but yeah.
Hey guys, so as you know, I'm a pretty goofy guy, And so for my senior moment, I just kind of wanted to just say all of theater was a super cool experience for me. And just the fact that every day I got to go and express myself and just mess around however I wanted to. And not to say that was always a good thing, but I mean just making so many friends and just sharing so many laughs with everybody would have probably had to be my favorite part. Just a couple times I can remember is when I was rehearsing with people and sometimes their pants would fall down or rip or something, or or just playing tag with people and stuff, or playing catch and something goes wrong, I don't know. And I always just remember whenever I was doing a show, I feel I've always hit my head in some shape or form, and I always think that's really funny. And then obviously shaving my head for the Addams Family was another super cool experience. And I guess I'll never forget it. But yeah, I just wanted to say thank you to West Ottawa Theatre, and yeah, that's about it.
When I first moved here, I met with Mr. Huber to talk about the theater program and everything, because I'd been really involved at my last school. And when I first met him, he thought my name was Kitty. It's Gloria, if you don't know who I am. And I've just enjoyed meeting all of you and hanging out with all of you and becoming friends and Thespian Festival, and I feel very blessed to have spent time with all of you.
My favorite moment was the first night of Thespian Festival 2019, when the one and only Joe Huber got a text from a number he did not recognize. And being the English teacher he is, he thought, how should I respond to this? So on December 13th, 2019, at 11:04 p.m., he sent the text, "Who this be?" Greatest moment of my life.
Hey guys, how's it going? Anna told me to make this, but I'm just getting ready for work, but I just wanted to share my senior moment to these last couple of years that I've been a part of the theater program. My senior moment would probably be actually the first day of going to my first ever practice after going to Clue and getting a part with that. It was just an unreal experience, and I was met by so many amazing people that I call close friends to this day. I mean, it just felt like a family, and they automatically invited me and taught me all their games, their weird dances, and now I'm kind of stuck in with these crazy people, but I absolutely love it, and all you guys are like brothers and sisters to me. Thank you so much for the time I've spent with you guys, and yeah, that's my senior moment. Have a great day, guys.